What is going on, everyone? This is NinjaGeek here, and welcome to another Walking Dead video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my own personal favorite season finale of The Walking Dead, with number 6 being the quote-unquote worst and number 1 being the best. It's not really the worst in my own opinion. I don't think any of these season finales were quote-unquote bad, but I do feel that some are better than other ones, so we're going to get into that here. But before we get started, as we did in our favorite premiere episode, we're going to be going over each season finale from season 1 through season 6, so if you didn't remember, you can get a quick glimpse of them now. So, starting off at number 6, I have Season 1 here. Now, in my best premiere episode, that was the best premiere. In my own opinion, that was the number 1 spot. But here, it's not the worst finale, okay? It is a very, very good finale. In fact, it is an excellent finale. However, comparing it to the other ones, not as much. And the reason simply is because Season 1 only had 6 episodes. I didn't have a problem with that. In fact, it made the Season 1 very, very much better, I think, in my own personal opinion, than a lot of the other episodes or seasons, because it was very short, so it got right to the point. However, the ending kind of ended in a way that the show could have came to a closing, and of course the reason why they do that is because if the show doesn't catch on, they make it so it officially ends versus having some sort of a cliffhanger or what have you. The episode was very good, but it's at number 6 for me because there are other ones that are better in there. So, like I said, it's not bad, but it doesn't compete with the other ones in the other episodes of the other seasons of the show. Coming in at number 5 here, I have Season 3, and I personally enjoyed, like I say, all of these finales, but the reason I really put Season 3 here is because we have to take into effect every single part of the finale, not just what happens at the end or the last 10 minutes or 20 minutes. We have to take the entire season finale, and for Season 3, I liked it, but it didn't compete with the other ones, as we keep mentioning before. But the reason why it is number 5 here on my spot of this list is because the fact that there wasn't really anything that happened. We knew that there was a contradiction between the governor and Woodbury's group versus the prison, and we knew that something was going to go down, but in the episode, it didn't actually turn out to be that. They got scared away, the governor killed his own people, and then it kind of just took in, Rick's group kind of came in and took in Woodbury's survivors. It didn't end in a cliffhanger, which a lot of people did enjoy, but it didn't satisfy, I guess, the whole battle between the governor and that they wanted him dead after that point. It didn't satisfy that, so that's why I feel that it deserves a number 5 spot, but again, still a great episode for a season finale. So coming in now at number 4, I have Season 6 here, and a lot of people would probably disagree with me or agree with me depending on how you like cliffhangers at the end. However, I feel that this deserves a number 4 spot. It was better than Season 3 because we got a final something. The episode mattered in somewhat. The problem with me, though, was that the episode was expanded to an hour and a half to perform on live TV, and it did not need that big of an episode or a 60-minute episode. It could have used a 45 regular minute episode, chopped out a lot of the extra stuff. We did not need to see a lot of stuff. For the most part, they were roaming around, going through different areas. The only part that really mattered standard of the finale for season 6 was the last 20 minutes, maybe half an hour, and if they just showed that plus more, I think that it could have potentially been the best season finale. However, the cliffhanger at the end did push it forward more, so I give it that. The ending, like the last 20 minutes, really pushed it forward more to deserve a number 4 spot, but the rest of it, the beginning part, it wasn't really necessary, and it just ultimately, that's why it's being pushed back, in my own opinion, at number 4. For the number 3 spot here, I have Season 2. And obviously, a lot of people are probably going to agree with me here that Season 1 and Season 2 are obviously the best seasons of The Walking Dead. And I personally enjoyed the end of Season 2. It was the whole farm that was collapsing, Herschel losing his farm, then everyone splits up, and then they end up getting back together, a reuniting of the group, and then Rick goes into his whole, this isn't a democracy anymore. But then at the end, we get a little tease of what's to come in Season 3 about the prison, so it didn't really leave off at a quote-unquote cliffhanger. The episode was all around action-packed and all the way through great, so there wasn't any spots where it was like Season 6 where nothing was needed. A lot of everything was needed in Season 2's finale, so I feel like it deserves this number 3 spot here, as well as what we've learned in the past, where what happened with Shane, the recent death of Shane happening, and it just kind of pulling together with this finale just kind of wrapped itself in to push it towards the number 3 spot. So now, most fans have probably guessed it. Between the number 2 spot and the number 1 spot for the best season finale, including 1 through 6, number 2. I had a tough time thinking about this. Drum roll, please. Number 2 goes to Season 5. And I honestly was debating whether to put Season 5 as the best finale. Season 5, if you did not know, is my personal second favorite season of The Walking Dead. Of course, the first season is, I think, the best. There are some parts in Season 2 which make it a little bit off, so I would say Season 5. But Season 5 is all around an excellent season, in my own personal opinion. I was actually thinking of putting this as number 1. However, the problem that or not really a problem, the thing that I really wanted to stress here is that both obviously Season 4 came in first if you did not know that already, but if you couldn't count. But the reason why I put Season 5 in the number 2 spot, the whole episode was great all the way through, but the ending ended in a way that wasn't a cliffhanger, and some people are going to agree/disagree with this. Some people like cliffhangers, and they keep the show going, and it makes it interesting. Some people don't, but that's ultimately the reason why I chose Season 5 here, was because there was no cliffhanger. It ended where we got satisfaction of Pete dying and everything, the contradiction between Rick's part in Alexandria and everyone trying to agree with him and not really agreeing at first. We got that whole piece, and I really enjoy that. And the ending, a great season finale, and I like both of them. However, number 1 obviously goes to Season 4, and the reason is because every part of that was so intense. We get to see Daryl come back, but then obviously they go to Terminus and figure out all that happens, and they get locked in the boxcar, and it's basically, it's not the biggest cliffhanger. Obviously Season 6 had a bigger cliffhanger, but it is a cliffhanger nonetheless. The whole episode was great, so I do have to give that up to Season 4 for the best. However, it really came down to a tie for me between Season 5 and Season 4, and I really had to think about it a long while. So let me know your thoughts down below as to what you think. I know that my premiere list probably was more agreeable with this one. I could see a lot of people thinking different things, so let me know what you think down below. I'll see you on the next one. This is NinjaGeek. I'm out. And peace.